Has someone you love started showing subtle but concerning changes over the past year? Many people assume that death in old age happens suddenly, but the truth is the body often sends quiet warnings months, sometimes even a year, before life reaches its final stage. The problem is, most people miss these signs because they seem small at first. It's only later, looking back, that families realize the clues were there all along. But by then, it's too late to prepare, too late to make those last memories count. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 key signs that often appear a year before an elderly person passes away. Some of them might be things you've noticed but brushed off as just aging. Others might be changes that seem minor but actually signal the body's gradual decline. Recognizing these signs early gives you the opportunity to provide better care, cherish meaningful moments, and most importantly, ensure that your loved one's final stage of life is filled with comfort, dignity, and peace. Stay with us until the end because these 5 signs can help you prepare emotionally and practically for what's ahead. When you understand what's happening, you won't be caught off guard. You'll be able to make the most of time you have left with those you love. Now, let's get started. Number 1, significant weight loss. One of the earliest and most telling signs that a person may be approaching the final year of their life is unintentional weight loss. At first, it might seem subtle, a belt that suddenly needs tightening, clothes that appear looser, or a hearty appetite that begins to fade. Many families dismiss it as just part of getting older. But the truth is, losing weight without trying is rarely a good sign. It often indicates that the body is no longer absorbing nutrients efficiently, muscle mass is decreasing, and essential systems are slowing down. Aging naturally leads to some loss of muscle, but when it happens too quickly, it's a sign that something deeper is occurring. The body may be struggling to digest food properly, or the person may no longer be able to process protein effectively, leading to muscle wasting. This loss of strength doesn't just make movement more difficult. It increases the risk of falls, weakens the immune system, and leaves the person vulnerable to infections. Another reason for weight loss in the final year of life is appetite changes. Many elderly individuals simply don't feel hungry the way they used to. Their sense of taste fades, food no longer seems enjoyable, and they might start skipping meals or eating much smaller portions. This isn't just a matter of preference. It's a physiological change. The body, sensing that it's beginning to shut down, no longer signals the brain to seek food as often. The result: less energy, less strength, and a gradual decline in overall health. Underlying medical conditions also play a role. Weight loss is a common symptom of chronic diseases like cancer, heart failure, or kidney disease, all of which can begin progressing long before more obvious symptoms appear. Even conditions like depression or cognitive declining can lead to reduced eating, causing a downward spiral where the body isn't receiving enough fuel to sustain itself. Some families try to solve the problem by encouraging their loved ones to eat more, offering favorite foods or supplementing meals with protein drinks. But if the weight continues to drop despite these efforts, it's important to recognize that the issue is not just diet. It's the body preparing for a deeper transition. At this stage, forcing large meals may not help. Instead, focusing on comfort, easy to eat foods and hydration can make a bigger difference in maintaining quality of life. If you notice significant weight loss in an elderly loved one, especially if they're eating less, feeling weaker, or struggling to stay active, it's time to pay attention. This is not just about physical appearance. It's about the body sending a message. And understanding that message now can help you prepare for the road ahead with clarity, compassion, and the ability to make every remaining moment meaningful. Number two, increased fatigue and sleeping more. Another major sign that the body is nearing the end of life is a noticeable increase in fatigue. Your loved one may start sleeping much longer than usual, often napping during the day and still feeling tired. This isn't just ordinary tiredness, it's the body conserving energy because its systems are beginning to slow down. Tasks that once seemed simple, like walking across the room, getting dressed, or eating a meal, suddenly require enormous effort. Many families notice that their loved one begins to withdraw from daily activities, skipping favorite hobbies, avoiding conversations, or even preferring to stay in bed for most of the day. At first, it may feel frustrating, but it's important to understand this isn't laziness, it's the body protecting itself from exhaustion. In fact, increased sleep can also be a way for the body to cope with pain, shortness of breath, or other discomforts. The less energy the body has to spare, the more it will prioritize rest. If you notice this change, it's not about forcing activity. Instead, focus on making their environment comfortable, providing support when needed, and understanding that this is a natural stage of decline. Number three, cognitive decline and confusion. In the year leading up to death, many elderly individuals begin to experience noticeable cognitive changes. This might include confusion about time or place, trouble remembering familiar names, or difficulty following conversations. At first, these lapses may seem small, forgetting where the keys are, repeating the same story, or mixing up days of the week. But as the months progress, these symptoms often become more pronounced. The brain, just like the body, is losing efficiency. Reduced blood flow, declining oxygen levels, and the effects of chronic illness can all contribute to these changes. In some cases, dementia or Alzheimer's disease may already be present and worsen as the person approaches the end of life. Cognitive decline isn't just about memory loss, it can also affect personality and mood. You may notice your loved one becoming more withdrawn, less interested in conversation, or even more irritable and easily upset. This stage can be especially difficult for families, as the person they've known all their lives may begin to feel unfamiliar. But it's important to remember that these changes are not intentional. They are part of the body's natural shutting down process. Patience, reassurance, and gentle reminders can help ease confusion and provide comfort during this difficult time. Number four, frequent infections and slow healing. Another warning sign that life may be entering its final stages is an increase in illnesses, infections or wounds that take much longer to heal. As the immune system weakens, the body can no longer defend itself effectively. Something as simple as a small cut, a chest infection, or a urinary tract infection can linger far longer than it once did. Many elderly individuals also begin experiencing repeated hospital visits or the need for stronger medications just to recover from what once seemed like minor health issues. This is because the body's defense system is no longer able to repair itself as it once could. This decline doesn't only affect physical health, it can also take an emotional toll. As repeated illnesses leave your loved one feeling drained, frustrated, and even hopeless. At this stage, medical treatment may still help with temporary relief, but it's important to balance aggressive treatment with comfort care, ensuring that quality of life remains the priority. Number five, changes in breathing and circulation. One of the most noticeable changes in the final year of life is difficulty with breathing and circulation. You may notice your loved one becoming short of breath after only minimal activity, or even while resting. Breathing patterns can become irregular, shallow or labored. Sometimes hands, feet or lips may appear bluish due to poor circulation. These symptoms often indicate that the heart and lungs are no longer working as effectively as they once did. The body is struggling to deliver oxygen where it's needed, and this can cause fatigue, dizziness and weakness. Families may also notice swelling in the legs or ankles, which is another sign of declining circulation. These symptoms can be frightening to witness, but they are common as the body begins its natural process of slowing down. Providing comfort, such as keeping the person upright, ensuring proper airflow in the room, or using prescribed oxygen if needed, can help ease discomfort during this stage. Conclusion: preparing with love and compassion, watching a loved one go through these changes is never easy. Each sign, weight loss, increased fatigue, cognitive decline, frequent infections and changes in breathing can feel overwhelming, but they are also the body's way of preparing for its final chapter. The most important thing you can do during this time is to offer love, patience and presence. While medical treatments may help manage some symptoms, the true gift you can give is emotional support and dignity. Remember, death is not just an ending, it's a transition, and by recognizing these signs early, you can ensure that your loved one's final months are filled with care, comfort and meaningful memories. So if you see these changes in someone close to you, don't ignore them. Instead, take them as a gentle reminder to hold on tighter, to share more love, and to make the most of the time that remains